Welcome to another S&P 500 analysis. This is the midweek edition, and today is May 5th, 2021. Another day of fun and game on OpX Wednesday. If you've been following me on Twitter, you probably have seen my tweet on the E-mini S&P 500 and on Tesla on Twitter today. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I have placed my Twitter handle in the description below. So what's new since the weekly video? Couple new developments. In this video, we'll talk about them along with reviewing the trade ideas I have presented in the weekly video. We'll also look at the price action of the S&P 500, the sentiment, the market internals, and other major market indexes, so stay tuned. Let's start with this daily chart of the VIX and the S&P 500. As you can see, the VIX has been hanging around below the 20 level for over a month now, and it is getting too comfortable to be safe. I would not be surprised to see a spike up on the VIX coming soon. Another thing is the daily range of the VIX. It has been limited. Now looking at this 1 minute chart, you can see the S&P 500 gap up on the open and fill the gap within the first hour. And notice the AD, the advanced decline, went negative. Then it bounced back to put in a high of the day right before the lunch hour. Then it chopped around between the 41.75 and 41.83 until the last hour of trading. Then the game began. You can see the ticks here gone crazy during the last hour of trading. It just went up and down in a huge range. Notice how the VIX made a low of the day soon after the S&P 500 made a high of the day. Then it slowly climbed back up to the 1950 level near the high of the day. Also, the daily advance decline went from a high of 1099 at the open down to near 200. Let's quickly look at the daily sentiment and the internals. Then we'll look at the S&P 500 price action and the trade idea. The S&P 500 closed up almost 3 points today, or 0.07%, and the VIX is sitting at 19.15, and the put-call ratio is at 0.59. The up-down volume ratio has been between +2 and -2, and the daily advance decline remained to be weak. New high, new low hovering under 400. Cumulative AD line remains to be flat. The Nasdaq 100 was down 41 points for today, or 0.3%. The up-down volume ratio stayed negative with weak daily advance and decline. New high, new low under 100. Cumulative AD line continues to trend down. Let's take a look at this daily chart for the S&P 500. As you can see, on Monday, it opened, gap up, and also it closed with a little bit of a shooting star type of a doji candle. Then on Tuesday, it opened gap down, came back into this price channel, then it popped back out, and today it essentially printed a spinning top type of a candle. So for the coming day, I'm still looking for the S&P 500 to continue to pull back into the price channel. And the first level I'll be keeping an eye on will be this 4,114. Then come down to this 4,058. Eventually you get down to this 4,020 level and fill this gap here. And for the Nasdaq 100, we see that the Nasdaq 100 gap up on Monday, but unable to hold the gain, and it finished actually closing down. Then on Tuesday, it gapped down, dipped below this 13,713, came down, dipped below this 13,483, and partially filled this gap here. And today, it printed a inside candle here. So for the coming day, I'd be continue to watch for a completion of this gap fill and work itself down to this 13,280 level. And if that's if this level doesn't hold, then I'll be watching for this gap to get filled and then eventually come down and test this 12,786. Russell 2000 had a positive day on Monday, got a little bit of a gain, and then on Tuesday it gave back all the gain plus more, dipped below this low. Right now, I'm looking for it to continue to move down and test this 2195 area and possibly work itself down to this 2075 eventually. And the Dow Jones Transportation continued to push to a new high. Remember, one of the levels that we were looking at to keep an eye on was the 15,700. Well, today's high was 15,752.57. Although it did finish with a little bit of a spinning top doji, it did close with a new closing high, along with putting a new intraday high today. So I'll be watching for a little bit of a pullback, come back down, and maybe try to test this 14,969 level here in the coming days. And for the Dow Jones Industrial, it actually also closed with a new closing high and also put in a new all-time high. And this is a confirmed Dow theory high. That means the Dow Jones Industrial could possibly see another new closing high in the near future. So right now, I'd be watching to see would it come back into this price channel, check this 33,727 and possibly come down to this 33,012, this level here, and then fill this gap on the way down. That's what I'd be watching for the coming days. Now let's go and take a look at those trade ideas that I presented in my last weekly video. The first one is Tesla, and as you could see, Tesla did not trigger because the trigger point is above this 715.47, this high, Friday's high, and on Monday actually gapped down when it opened, and you can see that yesterday it actually went below the 666 level, and right now it's sitting above this trend line here, so I'll be watching to see would it continue to bounce up on this trend line. If it doesn't, if it breaks below this trend line, I'd be looking for a flush to come down to near the 600 level here. So for now, this trade is no longer on the table. The other one was Carnival Cruise Line. Again, we're basically looking for a trigger above this Friday's high at 28.01, and it actually opened at 28.02, so it gapped up by 1 penny. Then it just chopped around all day long, around this 28.01. So I did not take that trade. If I did, I would have gotten stopped out below this 26.87. So again, I'd be watching to see what it will do when it get down to near this 26.10 or this trend line to see would it get a bounce back up or would it break below this trend line. Then the next level of support I will be keeping an eye on for is at somewhere around 24.75. So right now this trade is also off the table. And the last trade that I presented last week was Beyond Meat. Remember I said that I would not take any trade that is scheduled to report earnings soon, and Beyond Meat is scheduled to report tomorrow after the market close. But I put that up on the just for interest of those people that do trade into earning, and it is a short idea, and it was for the break below the Friday's close. The Friday's low, and as you can see, it did gap below the 131.26. That's the Friday's low. So again, if you chase these gap down or gap up type of a trade, if you have taken this trade, you would have made some money. But again, these are not type of trade that I take, and also it doesn't meet my my trigger objective. So good luck to all of you that are trading into earning on Beyond Meat. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up to help me promote and share this video on YouTube. Thank you for watching and stay safe.